Hi everyone, this video demonstrates how to construct a regular pentagon with only using the features of a compass and a straight edge using Geometer Sketchpad. With this technology, it shows us the useful features of Geometer Sketchpad, such as under the display feature of how to hide objects or to display the colors of different objects and how that can aid us in visually seeing something. So first, to construct a regular pentagon with only using a straight edge and compass, we'll need to start by constructing an isosceles triangle where its base angles are double the vertex angles. And to do that, we can start with any arbitrary circle, and then we can construct the radius of the circle. Now the next step that we need to do is to construct a perpendicular line going through the origin of the circle, and to do that with only using a straight edge and compass, we can extend the segment into a line, and then we can create a circle centered at here going all the way from the radius of this point, and a circle centered here going at a radius to this point. And where these two circles intersect, we can draw a line from the center of this circle to where these two circles intersect. And this line is perpendicular to this point and to the radius that we have constructed. And already using the features of Geometer Sketchpad, we can highlight the objects that we don't necessarily need to see or need to use anymore. For example, we don't need to see these two circles, we don't need to see this point or this line. And notice that once you click on the objects that are highlighted and you go to display and hide objects. Okay, and now we can create a segment, and we need to construct the midpoint of the segment. And to construct the midpoint of this segment, similarly, we can start with a circle centered here with this radius, and then we can create a line going through where these two circles intersect, and this point right here is the midpoint of that segment. And again, we can use the hide features to hide the unnecessary objects that we don't need to use anymore. And then again, we go to display and hide objects. Then from here, we can create a segment from this point, and then we can construct a circle centered at this point, the radius going to the origin of this other circle. And where this circle intersects the segment, we can place a point here at the intersection, and then we can create a circle from this point with a radius going out from here. And where this circle intersects our original circle, we can create a point right here and construct a segment from this circle to the origin, and then from here, and this creates an isosceles triangle where the base angles are double the vertex angles. And we can test out if this is true, if this really is an isosceles triangle where the base angles are double the vertex angles. So to do that, we can highlight these 3 points that will measure this angle right here. And to measure this angle, we will go to measure angle. Okay, this angle is 72. And then we can, to measure this angle, we will highlight this point, this, and this point, measure angle. And then to measure this angle, similarly we'll highlight the points in this order. So indeed, we did create an isosceles triangle where the base angles are double the vertex angles. And then now all we need to work with is this isosceles triangle in creating the regular pentagon, so we can hide all of the unnecessary objects that we do not need to use anymore. Okay, now we want to create a circle that encompasses all three vertices of this isosceles triangle. So to do this, we can create the midpoint of this segment, and where those lines that we create, where they intersect, that will be the center of the circle that will encompass all these three vertices. So let's do that. So to create the midpoint of this segment, we can start with a circle centered here, with a radius going out, and a circle centered here. And where these two circles intersect, we can draw a line through the 2 points. And that is the midpoint of this segment. And then similarly, we can do the same thing to this segment AB. And constructing a line where these two circles intersect. This is the midpoint of that segment. And notice that where these two lines right here intersect, this will be the circle that encompasses the three vertices. And to see that better, we can change the color of this circle to say orange. And we can also hide these unnecessary objects. Okay, so now we just have an isosceles triangle and the circle that encompasses all of these vertices. Then from here, in constructing a regular pentagon, we'll need to bisect two of these angles. So let's bisect this angle B and angle A. And bisecting, let's say, angle A, we start with a circle centered here at A and go out, and we can display the color of this back to green like it was originally. And then we can create a circle centered at this intersection of the segment, and then a circle centered here. And notice where these two circles intersect, we can draw a line centered at A through where these two circles intersect, and this bisects angle A. And now we can hide these circles because we do not need to use them anymore. And now we can bisect angle B. So doing that similarly, we will construct a circle centered at B that intersects the segment, and then a circle centered at this intersection to B, and a circle centered at this intersection to B. And from B, where these two circles intersect, we can draw a line, and that bisects angle B. So now we can hide the unnecessary circles that we don't need to use anymore. Okay, now from here we can place a point where this line intersects the circle and where this line intersects the circle. Then we can create a segment from here to here, connecting a segment with these 2 points, and a segment these points, segment through these points, and segment through these points. So as you can see, we constructed a regular pentagon, and in seeing this better, we can hide these objects. Okay, and this is our regular pentagon, and to test this, we know that a regular pentagon, each of its angles are 108 degrees, so let's test it out and see if it is truly a regular pentagon. So we measure one of the angles, and sure enough, it is 108 degrees. And notice how this hide objects feature is very useful, because we can show all hidden, and this is rather scary, and it will be hard to make constructions from here if we was not able to use this feature. So we can hide the objects again, and we shown how to construct a regular pentagon using Geometer Sketchpad with only the use of a straight edge and compass. Thanks for watching.